3, 2, 1, go. This book is important. It is not just a typical book. When I read it, you can see what's happening. We will begin shortly after the beginning.
The wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and he was born the next of kin to the wayward wind.
What you see before you is the Precocious Ponderings Psychiatric Institution for the Insane. It was founded by humanitarian Percy Ponder in the U.S. state of Illinois, in the county of McLean, in the town of Normal. It is in its final month of operation. This is where I am currently, a guard of the subject of this here story. His birth name is Joe Smith, but at the age of 35, he changed his name to Alexander McGruart, but he also goes by Alan. His current age is 49. He claims to be from the future and experiences delusions of a green variety. Alexander McGruart was instituted here following the events outlined in a play he gave for me and 2 other guards.
What's this?
I've just gotten a job as a writer following the collapse of my acting career. Which, going off script here, but I was an amazing actor, as you will see. Oh, wait, where was I going with this? I was behind in my work, so I requested my boss to lock me in a room in my house for 3 days, and he complied. And so it began. I typed 3 days straight. Then I finished. The door was locked. My boss never came. I was stuck there for 2 weeks. Then something happened. There was a creature appeared and he fought me. But then he helped me to escape.
Following these events, he had to be instituted and psychologically evaluated every day.
So you've been seeing this figure around you?
It's been going on for about a year.
Yes, I can remember the vile fiend as though he never leaves me alone. He haunts my days and my nights. If he'd only go away. Oh, how grotesque he is in all his ways. I can paint this figure. It's burned in my mind. Here it is. It's burned in my mind's eye, and now it's on there.
Have you ever killed anyone before?
The Alexander we see today was not always like this. The next segment is split into 2 parts with an epilogue, all of which takes place before the short play, I Must Write.
You can tell that I'm a man who likes his meals. I'm a little girthy. I like to eat a lot. So you know that means there's a lot going on in the bathroom. A lot of double duty and, double duty. And a lot of work gets done seamlessly. I need creatively. I need cleanliness. I'm a man who's not opposed to eating a good old Angus beef burger. Look at the beauty of this brush. Look at that detail. This caustic abrasiveness. You know it's going to get all that filth from eating like I do off your toilet. When you try this for 3 days, you're not going to know how you ever got by in your bathroom without this amazing brush. I mean, look at that. It's incredible. Look at that detail. Look at that bristle. Look at that abrasive scouring power. You're just going to be amazed. I give you the 3-day challenge. You tell me that after 3 days, this isn't the most amazing brush you've ever had, we'll give you your money back. And if that's not enough, it's got a back scratcher. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prongs. You're scratching your back. You're cleaning your toilet. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's amazing. You're going to wonder, how in the world did I get by without it? Look at the beauty of this brush. Diametrically perfect in all its ways. Just the other day I was in here excreting feces and I said, where's my brush? Where's my brush? Everybody poops. It's natural. And when you go, you're going to need a brush like this. And if you're on the toilet a little bit too long and it gets a little dry and crusty down there, you can take this and just scratch it and get in there real good. Get that, chisel it out of there. I'm just talking about the brush. That's all. I'm excited about this brush.
Whoa there, buddy. That's not how we do it here. We need to be clean and family friendly for everyone. Wholesome for television. You think that the people who are watching this will not be offended by your poop humor? It's just disgusting you've gone to this level. I remember back when you used to be good. But that was obviously a long time ago. I think I'm done with you.
I'm a highly trained, highly sought after actor. I've won Emmys and I've been nominated for all sorts of awards. How dare you? You know that the quality of work I bring is going to sell this trash heap of thieves. Yes, I'm selling your product for you. You should be thanking me. You got to go where the nature flows. Look, we're talking about cleaning a toilet. And we're talking about scratching your back with a crust off your backside. It's a disgusting business. I'm the one selling your product, this little poop cleaner. I'm the one getting it done. You want to fluff it up? What are you trying to sell? What are you trying to do here?
You know what, McRuart? I think we're at the end of our road. I don't know if I can keep working with you.
Well, that's a very disappointing turn of events.
You're a dead actor.
I think that
Your acting is dead.
I think your opinion is about like this excrement feces excreting from people's pores who would buy
Just
this
stop
garbage.
it. Stop it with that lowbrow humor. That's not what we're about here. We make quality films for mature adults.
I bring my A game. That's what you get with me. That's
Just
what you get
realize
with
I'm
Alex.
not doing films anymore.
That's why Alexander McGruart, if you hire him for a movie or you hire him for a toilet bowl cleaning commercial, you get my A game. That's just how it is.
I just realized I'm not even making movies anymore.
Oh. Oh boy, harsh reality. Wake up
You
call.
know what? I'm out of here. I'm no longer your film agent. Because we aren't even doing films, so I can't even say that.
You're a hack. A hack job. My hands are clean of the whole thing.
Sad man.
Oof. Oh.
And I will never recommend you to anyone. Your career is done. I will probably tweet about it as soon as I get home.
Anger management issues. I'm done for. Oh, this is my last shot. I blew it. Oh, but that little stinker. How you like this? How's that toilet for clean? How's that for a clean toilet? Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, how's that for clean? How's that for clean? Oh, it's spick and span now. All you gotta do is flush it. What am I gonna do? This was my last shot. What's my next plan? What's my next step? Oh, my career is down the toilet. Oh. Yeah, little stinker. He doesn't get art. He doesn't get that you bring art to everything. Oh. It's a letter from the bank and the government. It's signed by the mayor. Official business. Foreclosed. Denied. Homeless. Poor. Depressed. And destitute. Oh my goodness. This is sad. Got nowhere to go. What am I gonna do? I've got no home and no money, no career. She wants to be in the sunroom. There's my loving cat. Missed it. Love my fluffs. My darling fluffer. Fluffy. What would I do without you, cat? Fluffy. Oh, ah! Meow. Ooh. Fluffer, I'm at a low. I really needed your love and support, but what do I get? How do you like that? How's that make you feel? Fluffer! You know, I need someone. I'm out there and I'm like, tell her, what am I going to do? Oh! I'm all alone. Not even my darling Fluffer likes me. Ah! Fluffer! Fluffer! I need your love! I've known Fluffer since she was a small little kitten. I brought her home, I took care of her, and I gave her tender, loving care and compassion. And then now, in the bottom low of my circumstances, she hisses at me. Like it meant nothing. It meant nothing at all. Fluffer! Oh, my Fluffer! Not you, Fluffer! Not you, Fluffer! Not you! Fluffer. Maybe I should go apologize to Fluffer. Maybe I was a little too extreme and melodramatic. Maybe I actually frightened her. Maybe she didn't understand in her little cat brain. I need her now. Maybe I should go say I'm sorry. Fluffer! Fluffer, my darling, I'm sorry. Papa needs to know that you forgive him. I'm sorry, I got a little excited. It was a little over the top. It's just that there's a lot going on, and when you hissed at me, it stung right down the center of my heart. So, Fluffer, please give me some sign that you forgive me. Daddy needs some sort of signal from you. If I don't get that from you, it's going to be very upsetting, Fluffer. So please maybe come over and lick my hand. Meow. Fluffer! 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 Ode to Fluffer. This is a poem I wrote about a very special living creature. Her name is Fluffer. Fluffer, oh Fluffer, you made me feel warm and nice. Oh Fluffer, but now I'm gone, and you're all alone in a closed space with no one to play with. You were imprisoned for a long time, but now you have no love to comfort you, or belly rubs. Oh, Fluffer, but you still are more free than me. Oh, Fluffer, Fluffy, love sack. What's next, then? What happens?
Well, what do you think we'll do today?
You know, it's just like every other day, it seems like same old, same old.
Yes, we should try to do something different today.
Wouldn't it be nice if there's something exciting happening?
Yeah, wouldn't it? We should be careful what we wish for.
Yeah. Are you going to get that?
I guess I'll have to.
You don't want me to get it, do you?
Well, no, if I can get up, I'll get it. I'll go. Oh my gosh! Is it Joe?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Nice bird shirt.
Well, thank thank you. What are you doing here?
Well, it's been a long time.
15 years.
And by the way, I no longer go by Joe.
You don't. What do you go by now?
Alexander McGruot.
It's a ridiculous name. I've never heard of such a ridiculous name.
No more ridiculous than that bland and vanilla moniker you gave me, Joe Smith. But,
Our last name is Smith.
well, I mean, how's that look on the marquee?
What marquee? Alexander McGruit? Is that what you said?
There'll be time enough for that.
That's-
I've come into the news recently that you've had quite a winning.
That's why you're here.
No. I came to congratulate you.
Well, thank you
To
for
join in the merriment,
congratulations.
to celebrate.
Thank you for the congratulations.
Yes.
That's
Tis your day.
yes.
Tis your winnings.
It's our time to go travel the world.
Much to discuss.
Traveling the world. My husband and I traveling the world.
That will probably...
So who is this?
Married! Married! Oh, what in the world? Okay, all right, slow down here. Why don't we just talk about this?
Talk about our feelings. How about talk about my feelings of you going away for 15 years and not having any contact with us, and
Why don't
now
we
you come
just
back
go-
wanting my money.
Why don't we just go over and sit down and maybe we can talk about it?
It
Good
sounds like
idea.
a fair idea.
Okay, good idea.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I do want to talk about my feelings about you disappearing for all these years,
Well, this should be interesting.
and now expecting to come back and get my money.
Well, I'm only trying to discover and perform what is best for you and for all of us.
What is best for me and my husband is to travel the world and see the world before we get too old to do it.
That would get old and boring quick and would be a total squandering of your resources.
No, it would not. Giving it to you would be a total squandering.
I think it would be what you would call a cumulative investment.
An investment in you and
You, right?
Well, I'm the marquee. I'm the brand. Brand Alexander McGruot on the marquee. Can't you see it now?
What I see under it is the word broke.
Oh,
yes, right.
Where did he come from?
Don't tell him.
If it's his one insult to injury, it's this one intolerable thing after another, layered on top of layer, like a total catastrophe cake.
Now you're getting it.
Oh, all right, let's settle down for a minute.
I was happy with my money and my husband, and we were going to travel, and not having to put up with you for all
Okay, calm down, relax. There's no need to get excited. Just think about it, though.
You caused
Think
me
about
nothing
it.
but trouble and cost me nothing but money.
Can't you see the lights?
You know, there's something to think about. You could come back in another 17 years and see how it worked out.
Ooh, I don't think you guys are getting the big picture here.
What is the big picture?
Lights, camera, Alexander McGruot. I'm a thespian. Let me tell you about some of my adventures and endeavors. I
Okay,
think I'll
do.
sell you on the idea. And this whole traveling the world thing, oh, how childish, how ridiculous, how futile and pointless.
That's ridiculous.
I think we could call him from Italy.
Yeah. Right.
We'll let him know how it is.
Yeah.
Intolerable. All right, slow down, relax. You say you want to travel the world. Where do you plan to go?
The Caribbean and Alaska first.
Okay.
First the Caribbean, then Alaska.
Well, imagine these exotic locales. You could have your production up on lights, your production up on this stage, and you are the producer of it.
So you want me to fund it?
Invest would be.
And how am I going to get a return on my investment?
Oh, think of Fluffy. It's for Fluffy.
Who is Fluffy?
Fluffy. Did I say that? Well, anyway, hey, let's focus here. You're losing focus.
I'm not the one losing focus. I'm not the one petting my arm and saying Fluffy. You've always been crazy.
Well, anyway, I think there's a lot better things you can do with that $1 million and throw it down the toilet, traveling
I
the
want
world.
to go to Ireland and Germany and see my people.
Again, in Ireland, we could do a production there. Your investment, and the returns would be amazing.
Let's ask your new father about this.
Whoa,
How do you
whoa,
think?
whoa, what?
Yes, right there.
Father?
New father.
I don't even know this man.
Daddy, he's your new father.
Dad, think of Fluffy.
He and I have been married for 14 years. 14 years you haven't been here.
Now, if I might say something.
Yes,
I
please
don't know if I'm more offended that you don't want to acknowledge me as your stepfather, or that you're trying to get your mother's money. They're both in there pretty much even.
I'm trying to help you, and maybe you. I guess there's no way away from this whole
How?
conundrum.
It's us giving you money, helping us.
It's an investment
In what?
in the greatest thespian that the world has right now.
That was Shakespeare. You're no Shakespeare.
It's okay, Fluffy, it's okay. She doesn't
So,
know, she doesn't
it's an investment in fluff.
Oh, Fluffy.
Is Fluffy your only friend or something?
Fluffy is my cat. She's a lovely feline. And yes, we need to, you should meet her. If you met her, it would help clear a lot of things up.
Well, you know something? I wish I was meeting your wife and children instead of your cat. Do you have a wife and children?
You don't know Fluffy, obviously. You have yet to meet her. You would not even ask such things if you were to meet this wonderful ball of
I
fluff.
skipped right by that.
Yes. Yes. Well, I'm quite anxious to meet Fluffy. If she takes the place of a wife and children and a job and a home and all of that, I'm quite anxious to meet her and see what she's like. She better be something.
You turned a little pale when you said job.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
Well, $1 million can go a long way, and Fluffy is
Your
full of-
way, right?
I'm not calling him Daddy. You're going to tolerate this nonsense?
Yes, I
From
am.
this guy?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You're
Alexander McGruhat, think. Relax.
That's some.
Alex, why don't you come over here with me? I'd like to talk to you. A little heart to heart.
Very well then, Alexander.
You know, Alex seems more appropriate at this point. You know, Alex, I think you and I need to have a heart to heart. I really don't like the way you're talking to your mom. And I think it's pretty obvious that the only reason you're here is because she won $1 million.
Well, perhaps I was a little excitable. Perhaps I was a little bit rude and crude. If you met Fluffy, you would understand how anxious and emotional. She's just a bundle of love and joy.
Well, with any luck at all, I'll never meet Fluffy.
Oh, my dear sir. Yes.
Well, I mean, if I'm fortunate, that won't happen.
I'm just trying to bring happiness into your lives at this point. It's all for the good. All for the good.
Well, I think you probably would have to go out and come back in and start over then for me to even remotely believe that.
Perhaps we could bury the hatchet, water under the bridge, and just start fresh.
Why?
Oh dear.
Yeah, why would I want to do that?
Well, Daddy?
Daddy, you.
Fluffy. Well, you know, I think we can all be reasonable, mature adults here, yes. We all have the same focus in mind. We're just coming at it from different angles. I think if we can align our vision, we can all see that really we're all on the same page. Well, I'm glad that we are on the road to reconciliation. It's been 15 years. Perhaps I did come on a little strong, but now I think we could redeem those 15 years I've been away, and we could bond and meld together, Fluffy and I, and you and Papa, and
Daddy?
yes, yes, and we can move on from there. One happy family.
Well, that's probably a really good idea. At least we can try it and see if it works for your benefit.
The time for humor's over. Fun time is over. It's time to get serious.
Indeed it is. Alexander is a writer. He is working on what may be his final book, but he is unsure if this one will be his best.
I'm almost finished. I'm so tired. I can't do this anymore. The one thing giving me relief is now my burden. I think I only have enough to give this one last time. The only thing that keeps me going is my art, and I don't even know if I care about that anymore. I'm nothing without it, though. Can you read this?
Only this one time.
This will be the only time I ask. What do you think?
Is this all just conversations? Where's the action?
Well, I was going for emotional impact.
Can we switch roles for a moment?
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
Sure, I'll take a little looky here. Well, it seems a little bit pretentious to me.
Cut! That was not your line, and the delivery was off. Also, calling something pretentious is the most pretentious thing you can do.
What's going on? You were supposed to be the guard.
Alex, don't you remember me? I'm your director. I tell you what to say and do, since you're not smart enough to do it yourself. You can't come up with anything creative.
Okay, all right, Mr. Mister. No, I tell you what, I am a writer. What are you talking about? This is nonsense. Who are you? What are you saying? I'm not acting now. This is nonsense.
Is anyone really not acting in some way? How does the phrase go? Is it life is a stage?
What are you talking about? How can I be acting it and writing it at the same time? I can't do that. I can't do this anymore. I'm basically in a prison.
Are you really, though?
I can't even leave this place.
You can go outside if you want to.
You've kept this from me all this time? You kept me imprisoned like this? Like some sort of criminal and fiend? Some sort of outcast and pariah? You did this to me? Why? For your own little whims? Your own egomaniac power trip, bro? Ah! Really? Why haven't you told me this? Well, I hate it. I feel even worse now. I'm so lonely. Please, take me back in.
"5 years from now, a notebook that Alexander, who was then named Joe, wrote when he was 15, will be discovered in his mother's basement. This is what he looked like 2 months after writing it. The following is what he wrote across 3 pages before he abandoned the project. Page 1. My title given to me by my parents is Joe Smith. But that's not me. That's what my parents want me to be. Page 2. I have no friends at school and never have. My theory as to why is because I am so much smarter than all the other students, so I can't understand them. Although I do have an acquaintance in my neighborhood, his name is Thomas. He also has a brother named Drader, who Thomas hates. I also have a sister who never talks to me, and I never talk to her, at least not since we were very young. Page 3. When I become an adult, I plan to be an actor. I will be so great at it. My story will be known and cared about. I will be important. I will be happy. If I am not famous by 25, I will either be rich or dead. Alexander's average day for the past almost year consists of waking up, eating breakfast, watching TV, usually just static, pacing around the room, typing, eating dinner, sleeping at night. He was chased for around 20 minutes every day. He used the bucket at least 3 times a day and was psychologically evaluated every day as well.
So do you go by Alexander or Alan?
Alan is short for Alexander, which only friends call me, but I haven't had any friends since I was at least 15 years old, if then even. And I went by Joe then anyway. Oh, also, my boss did call me Alan, but he certainly was not my friend.
Can you tell me about when you were 15?
I want some edible crackers.
Fine. Here.
Cheetos.
Where are we going?
I don't know, but I don't want to go home. I want to stay here. I think I'm gonna camp out. Do you want to join me?
Let's go chat over there.
Hey, where are we going?
So, I got it.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
He's your brother.
I don't care. He's just such a burden. I can't deal with him anymore. I just want to end his suffering and my being bored with this.
You should say your final farewells.
Fine. Trader, let's go for a walk.
What's a doo-doo?
No.
What doo-doo?
No.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no doo-doo?
No. Come on.
Oh.
Going for a walk. Come on. Trader, I need to do something. I'm gonna miss you, but this is for the better, for both of us. Thank you.
I love you, Twitter.
Your name's Trader. My name's Tom. Miss Thomas.
Tom
Thomas.
this. Tom this.
No, Thomas.
Tom this.
No, Thomas.
Tom is.
We've been over this. It's Thomas.
Tom.
It's Thomas, Trader. Thomas. Thomas. You're a Trader.
You're Twitter, I'm Thomas.
No. I'm Thomas. You're Trader.
Tom.
No.
Sorry, Drader.
Goodbye, Trader. Joe, shoot him! Shoot him!
all this? Reveal yourself, you dirty fink rat! Who are you? That's my face, you shapeshifter!
It's you. It's us. After all this time.
No, it can't be. It can't be!
Do you still remember that day? After all these years?
It replays itself in my brain every day. I can't get it out of my mind.
Are you okay? Not because of that day, but in general.
Well, I'm so scared. I'm so sad all the time. I can't even cry anymore.
It's okay, Joe. It's okay.
Sometimes I think that everything I do, all my writing, all my art, it's all for nothing. It's my own imprisonment. I don't even enjoy it anymore. It's just like I have to finish it.
You must write for yourself to be free.
Yeah, I take back saying I feel that way sometimes. I feel that way all the time. My life is like a prison.
I don't want to grow up. And when I look at you, I feel an overwhelming sadness of what could have been. What is it about?
It is what it is, and maybe someday we/I will find out. Well, I'm leaving. Since you're not giving me the money, I'm just going to go, and I'm going to go be a writer.
Okay, but I do have something very important to tell you. It's really important, and I need to tell you now. I wanted to tell you, I thought I should tell you, that your father died 14 years ago, right after you left.
You look just like me at your age.
Last night, Alexander McGruard, also known as Joe Smith, died. The following day, the Precocious Ponderings Psychiatric Institution closed and was demolished the next year, erasing every trace and memory of what had occurred, as though it had never even existed. The land surrounding the facility was turned into apartment complexes and suburban housing. The actual land on which Precocious Ponderings was built had been turned into a park. The only semblance of the past was the name of the park. Alexander's writings were truly of a future time. They became timeless classics, inspiring future generations. His goal to be important had been fulfilled, but he had never saw it. At least, this was his aspiration. Maybe it happened, perhaps it won't. Regardless of that potential success, there is some quaint beauty in his art, maybe to be discovered someday if you find them. It's been 5 years now since I was his guard for the full duration of his stay at the facility. I try to picture him and the room, but I cannot. I always admired his perseverance through the most lonely situations someone can face. I regret not befriending him. I think he needed that, desperately, someone who cared. I will leave you now with the final page Alexander had wrote, his final thoughts forever to be captured, repeated exactly as they were wrote. I have told all my stories I have. It may be time to move on, but this is all I have. This is it, my final page. I am finished now. I can rest at last with an unease festering within. But when it's done, what will I do? What I really mean is, what will I experience when it's all over? That is what I ponder.
I've known all the time. I've been fighting myself for so long. All the vows that we made, gone for old bags of lumber, disappeared on a card down